Tigers made a move today.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, look, it's not earth-shattering here.
Is it going to affect opening day?
It should not affect opening day.
Okay.
They have added a player to the 40-man roster, a pitcher, left-handed pitcher, Emmanuel DeJesus,
Oh.
who doesn't have a ton of major league experience, a lot of minor league, and a lot of international stuff.
Did he pitch a really good game at WBC or something?
Yes, I believe for Team Venezuela. He went 5 innings, shutout innings, I think with 7 strikeouts, which looked nice. And he's pitched
who are they playing, though? See, that's always
I don't know. I don't know. Israel or something like that. I don't know.
Don't get me started.
What? Don't get you started. Is it a stacked team this year?
Well, no, it's a joke. It really is. And
why? Because as long as you have some vestige.
Because you're Jewish, you play for Team Israel, even if you.
Yes.
No.
Well, who else is going to play for him?
Somebody who grew up in Israel, or at least was born in Israel and assimilated. I mean, it's like any other country. It's like when Chelios tried to play for Greece in the Olympics for the bobsled. His grandparents were from there. I mean, they're so weak on these international things.
Well, because they have too many teams.
At least be born in the country, or you've spent an ample amount of time in your country. Just because you might have taken a trip to Israel when you were 15 years old or whatever, it doesn't allow you to, in my opinion, to be able to play for Israel.
But you understand why it's happening.
Of course.
Otherwise they can't keep a competitive team out there or any. I mean, I don't know if they're competitive to begin with.
They're not bringing Ryan Braun back? No.
Well,
well, see, there's another one. He shouldn't be, whatever.
Just saying.
Here's
what they probably shouldn't be competing in the World Baseball Classic.
No, they shouldn't.
So
I like Stoney Israel gatekeeping. This is very fun to me.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with Italy and Great Britain. I mean,
no business.
Is what's his name who plays for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino? Right. Is he or his parents from Italy?
But his name sounds Italian.
Yeah,
if your last name is Spaghetti.
Okay,
right.
so they're going to send Valenti to do the play-by-play?
Sure.
Yes.
If they can afford him.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous.
They don't sell enough ads for that.
Tony Girantano, is he playing? Yeah, I got it. I understand. But that's the whole thing. Like, the World Baseball Classic should not be, of however many nations are involved in this. Let's say there's 20. I don't know how many nations are involved in the World Baseball Classic. It really comes down to United States, maybe Canada, Venezuela, Dominican Republic,
Japan,
Cuba, Japan,
and maybe Puerto Rico.
Or Mexico and Mexico. Yeah. I'll get it. Hey, that's 8.
Okay.
Got 18.
That's it. You don't need anybody else. You don't need Great
Australia.
Britain.
We don't need Great Britain. We don't need Italy.
Yeah.
We don't need Israel.
No. But if you were to blindfold me and ask me where Vinny Pasquantino came from, I would say Italy, which means he should be on Team Italy. That's my rule. I don't care if it makes sense or not.
Now I got to look it up, and I shouldn't have. I got to look at where he's from. I mean, it's absurd. The whole World Baseball Classic. I got to admit, I actually watched it. Some of it yesterday.
I did watch some of it last night.
And, when what's his face from the Red Sox, Durant for Mexico, hit two home runs.
Yeah.
Who's managing the United States? Is it DeRosa or whatever his name is? I'm not. How long were you going to leave Matthew Boyd in the game? I mean, he gave up a lot of hits, didn't he?
Did they lose?
No, they won.
Then it doesn't matter. That's how long you leave Matthew Boyd in the game until you lose, and they didn't. So
I texted a couple of people that were watching the game with me, and I was like, "This is the Matthew Boyd I remember.
Right,
That's
exactly.
that guy."
Like, wait a minute, this guy looks really familiar. Who is that? And I didn't see that he turned his back. I'm like, oh, Matthew Boyd, of course.
Oh, I noticed it when the first home run went over the wall. I was like, "That Matthew Boyd."
By the way,
totally unfair.
Vinny Pasquantino, of the Kansas City Royals, was born in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he attended Old Dominion University.
Mm-hmm. But where did his parents?
It does say Pasquantino is of Italian descent.
Well, that's different than your parents get. Like, if you're first generation American, but your parents, like we talked earlier about my mom, she's first generation American. She was a tennis player when she was younger. Could she have represented Sweden in the Olympics? Probably not, because Sweden was really good in tennis. But my point. My point be because her parents were Swedish.
Okay.
Would that matter? Because it's just one generation removed. Is it easier to take, or is it?
It's easier to take, yes. But to me, you have to have spent a decent amount of time.
Last name Pasquantino, first name Vinny. That's 2 check marks. Italian descent. That's 3. How many boxes do we need here?
Right.
Okay, well, what's next? Vinny Barbarino?
Sure. I mean,
add him on the team.
Let's go through it. First name Vinny.
Yeah.
Last name Barbarino. That's 2. You need one more qualifier.
If you get 3 boxes checked, that's all you need.
By the way,
that's how it works.
There's actually some
Do you read right to left?
There's a lot of
Do you like blue and white?
Metric system.
Right, exactly. And, do you can you grow facial hair? These are things that would qualify, right?
Yeah.
Are you circumcised? Another one, right?
I don't think we should be asking questions.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's yes.
I mean, although Jim Harbaugh did do the whole "Are you a sex addict?" thing, that was interesting.
But does that have anything to do with the World Baseball Classic?
I don't know what the rules apply. I'm just trying to check 3 boxes.
Jim Harbaugh, the arbitrator, to see who comes through.
By the way, there's some controversy with the World Baseball
That's my
Classic.
Harbaugh impression.
Just a sound.
It's just it.
I know. The World Baseball Classic. Did you see in the game yesterday between the U.S. and Mexico? I guess it's who they played, or maybe it was a game before. I don't know. But Randy Arozarena.
I just saw this on Twitter. I didn't realize this happened.
Went to shake hands with his former Seattle teammate catcher Cal Raleigh, and Cal Raleigh didn't want to shake his hands. He said, "Great seeing you," and all that stuff. Didn't want to shake hands because they were competing against each other.
Yeah, I think there's a moment where you do that beforehand. You're taking batting practice. You want to come up to somebody and say, "Hey, how you doing? Good luck today. That's great." But during the game itself, because this is where we can get into this. There were some, Tarek Skubal made some comments about how he didn't know that this was going to be this big of a deal to play in the World Baseball Classic, and he's kind of regretting that he was only going to pitch in a 1 game. And people are like, "How did you not know that it was a big deal? Did you not know, when USA was taking on Japan and Shohei Ohtani and the big matchup and all that? How did you not know it was a big deal?"
Because it's not a big deal to most of America. That's why.
And he's like, "Well, I thought it was more like an all-star game type thing." And it seems like yesterday, so Arozarena is treating it like it's the all-star game, and Cal Raleigh is treating it like, no, this is the World Baseball Classic.
Right.
This is different. And as if I'm shutting you out. We'll be friends after the game, but for right now, just get up and get in the batter's box. We're not shaking hands here. And Arozarena is pissed.
Yes. He went on social media and just ripped Raleigh.
Oh, he totally ripped him.
Yeah.
Fortunately, his name is Big Dumper, and he can, lose some of that. But, he tore into him. It's an interesting thing to keep an eye on if that's going to be a problem with those two. And if it is, it's so dumb.
I mean, Skubal should have just, you know what? I probably should have wanted to stay, but I'm not, and I'm going. It's not making this whole, oh, my God, I never realized how important it was going to be, and na-na-na-na-na. It's like,
are you crying?
No.
Are you whining?
I'm whining, like Skubal might be whining.
You think he's whining?
Yeah.
I don't think he's whining. I think it's just he's, responding because he didn't know until he was in it.
I wish I could have stayed.
Well, he could have stayed. He could have made that decision.
Okay, so he could still go back and forth.
But now he's not.
Right. Okay. So don't make a big deal about it.
I don't know if he is necessarily. I think the media is making a big deal out of it, and then people respond to the initial post.
I saw a video of him at the press conference. It was like a 20-person scrum. Skubal at the World Baseball Classic. Wow. He pitched against Great Britain. He gave up a home run in the first pitch of the game, I think it was.
Yeah, Skubal, the quote is, that he totally misread how I would feel pitching in the World Baseball Classic, making his decision to leave even more difficult. Quote, "I just assumed it would be an all-star game type of vibe, and it's absolutely not. It couldn't be farther from that." And then there are comments to that, which are kind of funny if you look on Twitter about that. Somebody says, "Skubal, bro, it's okay. We get it. You're on the verge of one of the largest contracts that ever been given to a pitcher. Just be honest."
Yeah.
But how is it different pitching at the World Baseball Classic than it is pitching against Baltimore in spring training? It's not.
I know.
You're still getting the work in.
Correct. Your competition's, well, Great Britain, no. But if he would pitch in a later round against one of the teams like we mentioned, the Dominican or Venezuela, it's a different story.
Well, you're still, regardless, it's still work.
Yeah.
You're still throwing fastballs and sliders and curveballs. I mean, it's spring training, so I don't know if it mattered.
The difference is if he's pitching in the WBC, he's pitching more to get these guys out rather than if he's pitching against the Orioles in a spring training game, he might be working on a particular pitch every pitch. That's what they do down there.
Somebody responded on Twitter saying he's losing a lot of likability. Laughed my ass off. Why go back to camp for the organization that made you go through arbitration? Well, first of all,
no, he's got to get ready for opening day.
Yeah, and arbitration. Yeah, of course they made him go through arbitration. Of course they made him go through arbitration. 248-539-9797. This is 97.1.